Welcome to the second annual Black Business Week. It is so good to have everyone here. We had the first Black Business Week just a couple of years ago, but there was a brief hiatus due to a global pandemic, and now I'll tell you, we are getting back on track. And this is so important work right now because we want to amplify, we want to celebrate, we want to strengthen the extraordinary entrepreneurs, the makers, the artists, the creative class, the business people that are Black and are already doing extraordinary things in our city. We want to make sure that their voices aren't just heard, but that their work is seen, that the extraordinary things that they are doing every single day to make their businesses flourish are seen by the rest of the city, and we can make sure that people are patroning their businesses on a daily basis. This is a really critical component. And one thing that our economic inclusion work group stated as they were providing their report was that we in Minneapolis need to have and need to recreate a Black middle class. We need to do everything to amplify and strengthen a Black middle class in our city, because having that Black middle class is such a huge component in seeing success more broadly. And the people that you'll see that are highlighted, I mean, this is everything from artists to technology. This is industrial to the food space. This is health to our creative class, to business people, and to financiers. There is so much talent, and our goal as part of this Black Business Week is to make sure that all of that talent that we have on the table is realized. All that potential for our city is realized. And these extraordinary people that are here with me, they're a huge part of it. And so we're going to have a number of events over this week that highlight exceptional Black businesses in our city. There's a number of events where Black business entrepreneurs have the ability to connect with all of the different offerings at our city, state, and county so that they can make sure that they've got the right tools in order to succeed. This is about kind of taking things to the next level at this point, and we are proud to partner with a number of different businesses and jurisdictions to make all of this a reality. This is a big deal. And although there was that hiatus these last couple of years, we want to make sure that Black Business Week is an annual occurrence. It is essential to our economy. It's critical for equity, and we at the City of Minneapolis want to be behind it 100%. Someone that has been behind Black Business Week from the very get-go, and her staff and my staff and our city staff have pushed so hard to make a reality, is our extraordinary council president here, Andrea Jenkins. Give her a huge round of applause.
Thank you, Mayor Fry. Thank you, Mayor Fry, and thank you, everybody that's here. My name is Andrea Jenkins. I'm the president of the Minneapolis City Council, and welcome to Ward 8. Welcome to the 38th Street Cultural District. Welcome to the home of the historic Black middle class in Minneapolis. Just right down the street, one of the first Black businesses, Black liquor licenses ever issued to a Black person in the city of Minneapolis was for A.B. Cassius at the Dreamland Cafe right at 38th and 4th Avenue. And so through the Minneapolis Thrive Plan that myself and so many of my team, my coworkers, residents in the community came together to put together a plan to revitalize this corridor and lift up the history of African Americans in this community. And so this is also the home of the Minneapolis Spokesman and Recorder, one of the longest serving Black businesses in the state of Minnesota. And so we'll be hearing from them a little while later. But there are so many amazing Black businesses in the Twin Cities, and this is Black Business Week. But it'll be leading up to Black Business Month. The month of April is a nationally recognized Black Business Month. So please go out and support Black businesses, support the events that we have planned with the different cultural corridors throughout the city. Broadway, Cedar Riverside, East Franklin, and cultural districts throughout the city. I hope that you guys have a great, informative afternoon today, and hope to see you along the week at various Black business events throughout the week. So thank you very much.
Do you all have any questions,
Any
either for the council president or myself?
So how important, Mr. Mayor, will this be to the helping to raise the awareness as far as the contributions of those businesses throughout the Twin Cities, in particular Minneapolis?
Well, I'll start off and then perhaps pass it to council president here. It's critical. You know, we have some incredible Black businesses and owners that have been working their tail off, but they aren't necessarily seen or heard. The work that they are doing is of great contribution to our city, not to mention, if you just look at the data, if you look at the statistics, Black people, and specifically Black women, are starting businesses at rates that are far superior to almost everybody else. So this makes sense for our economy that these wonderful contributions are seen and that people are patroning these businesses, because when these businesses succeed, we all end up succeeding. This is good for our economy. It's good for our bottom line. It's good for equity. This is part of not just highlighting these businesses, but also making sure that they have connection with the work that's happening at our city, whether that's the Commercial Property Development Fund, which enables BIPOC and people of color generally to not just own their own business, but to own the underlying real estate, so that when gains in value occur, they don't get displaced because the rents got jacked through the roof. Rather, they gain equity. Equity being a key piece. You know, people often talk about equity. We all talk about equity in terms of social justice, but the financial term very much applies to being able to realize wealth when gains occur. And that's what we want to see more broadly. And so this Black Business Week makes sure that everybody has connections to the services that we're already offering. We hear from Black businesses as to where we need to improve collectively, and we highlight it to the general community. So there's a number of different purposes.
Yeah, you know, I would just expand on the mayor's comments to say that while it is super important that we uplift and highlight these Black businesses so that people can go out and support the businesses, and they cross all industries: food, self-care, healthcare, energy, so many different types of businesses. But I think most importantly, we're trying to provide networking opportunities, opportunities for people to understand what are the resources available to help their businesses become successful. And I think that is the most important aspect of this Black Business Week and subsequently Black Business Month in the country.
Council President, how delighted are you to have this kickoff in the 8th Ward, especially after recent events in this ward, to showcase this 8th Ward and the value that it brings?
Thank you for that question. I am over the moon delighted that we are kicking off Black Business Week for the second time in Ward 8. The first time in 2019, we hosted the kickoff of Black Business Week at Mama Sheila's. It was a very successful event, and I believe this one is shaping up to be the same. So yes, we need to revitalize this quarter. We need to let people know that we are still here, we are still strong, we are still resilient. And again, welcome to Ward 8. Any other questions? All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming.